to have been leading the entire game, and then for all of a sudden that team to take the lead with, you know, a minute 24 left, you know, you're all of a sudden thinking, man, you know, what happened? I thought we had it right in our hands, right in our grasp, and it just seemed to have gotten away from us for a second. And I think, though, that was also kind of a point where, you know, we said, okay, let's just all bring it together, focus up, one play at a time, all the way down the field. We've done this before. Certainly not against the number 4 team in the country. We've done this before. Let's go do it again.
Drew Brees on the sideline looking up at the clock. Got a minute, 24 seconds to work with. Let's see if Gramatica kicks this one into the base of the end zone. They'll not return it.
The drop passes.
Cox deep over the middle.
Yeah.
And also, you know, Bell on that interception, but he dropped it in the wide open field. But they still have 1:24 left. Pass is low. That's the 49th pass attempt by Drew Brees, looking for Jones. A lot of people still asking the question, how did Drew Brees come out of Austin, Westlake High School, and nobody in Texas or the Big 12 recruit him? As a starter, never lost a football game in high school. But he did have a serious knee injury. I've heard a lot of reasons why he was not taken. But he's still got 2 more years at Purdue.
He's going to do a lot of winning for the Boilermakers.
Steps up, gets it away, and that one is too low. The most difficult thing for them next year, he could be not only as good but better, but they lose Iowa and Illinois on their schedule. They pick up Ohio State and Michigan, and both of those games are on the road. That is not a good swap.
No. But they return most of their football team, and they've nationally recruited more since Joe Tiller's been there. They only have 4 starters from the state of Indiana. So they're all over the country, which goes from his Wyoming days.
2 of 16 third down conversions. They have missed their last 9. Brees' pass got it complete, and they'll have the first down.
A good effort by Chris Daniels.
1:07 showing on the clock. Now it's whistled back in. 1:04, now 1:03. Gets this one complete. It's Randall Lane.
Sometimes they have trouble with the easier catches, but Randall Lane just snatches one out of the sky for Drew Brees.
Brees.
It won't be long.
Oh, my goodness, just beyond Chris Daniels, and a flag is down. Holding, I believe, is going to be the call
On Lamar Chapman, number 1, because he kind of grabbed out. It looked like to slow the receiver down. Chris Daniels, the intended receiver. Lamar Chapman has played well tonight. As we said, Chris Daniels, the receiver, and not much contact, but enough to get that flag.
Penalty yards. Well, they have been considerable. Brees gonna run it, and he's got a lot of running room. Gonna take it as far as he can, and he did get out of bounds. Very wisely got what he could, went diving out of bounds. Chapman was there. But he is down around the 25, and that's enough for the first down.
Here's where Drew Brees is really good at, because he can feel the rush. Garrett Cooper, number 40, is going to come from the top of the screen. He feels the pressure, ducks up underneath, and picks up the first down, and then tries to get out of bounds. Lamar Chapman on the hit.
You can see his wide receiver wisely coming off rather than throwing a block and being called for a clip. Brees lobs it for the end zone. Got him there. Touchdown, Isaac Jones.
Can't throw the ball any better than that. Drew Brees stuck it right in there to Isaac Jones. What a drive for the Purdue Boilermakers.
Extra point is good. A 3-point game with 30 seconds left. And I mean, the K-State bench and their side of the field is sitting in stunned silence. They cannot believe that Drew Brees took that football and went down the field on their defense.
That's as good as a pro drive on Sunday for John Elway, Denver comeback. Drew Brees just finds Isaac Jones open. He adjusts to the football, makes that touchdown catch, and puts the Boilermakers ahead. The senior starter on the offense, Isaac Jones.
And I think there were probably 10 groans in the Big Ten Conference. That's the other 10 coaches that know this guy's going to be around for 2 more years and they got to face him.
Well, that's a great drive. And if they can end this season with a win, as I said before, this is a young football team that will contend for the Big Ten championship next year.
Now here's the next dilemma. You're not out of the woods yet. You can't kick away to K-State because Murphy has already proven that he can take it the distance. You know, do you line drive?
Yeah, you got to line drive it right here and get good coverage, because still a field goal with 30 seconds would tie this thing.
Well, if Grammaticus kick his longest is 65 yards. So that means you got to get it around the 48-yard line of Purdue, and you still got an opportunity. You see his numbers, and he is relacing that shoe. And there's the kick on the ground, and it's bobbled for a moment. Now Murphy trying to find some place to run, and he is going to be hemmed in at the 11-yard line. And the bad thing about it is he wasted about 8 seconds off the clock.
Boy, nice job there on the kick. A little knuckleball.
Willie Fells playing special teams as well. For all the wonderful things that happened offensively on the drive, defensively, Fells, Roosevelt, Colvin, O'Keefer, Wakori.
Can't forget Nugent. 2 interceptions.
Nugent scored a touchdown. Desmond had 2 interceptions in the ball game. This defense,
Brees has played very well at the linebacker spot.
Yep. Brees doesn't want to look on the sideline.